Right, so for this is the PNG file, so we're gonna add we're gonna add the lobster. This is the closest thing I think we have to a dragon here. I mean, there's a kind of guy in a night suit, but yeah, I think spider and the rat and all that kind of stuff. But I think the lobster works quite nicely here. But before we begin, I just wanted to give a big shout out to 15,000 subscribers. I just hit that total this week. I just want to say thank you very much to everyone who subscribed, who has subscribed to me over the years. Very much appreciated. And I just want to say thank you very much to everyone. I'm planning on making more videos this year. I don't see any reason to stop. Yeah, just thanks everyone for subscribing and for sharing on social media and commenting and having that interaction going. It's really very much appreciated. It's nice to know that there's so many people out there like making games, which is awesome. So, okay, let's on with the show. Everything's done inside game, as we've done for everything. So we have this sprite sheet, and if we look at where sprite sheet gets used, press Shift F12 on there, you'll see that it gets used inside the renderer. And then the renderer itself has, we pass in the inventory. And we're going to have to pass in something else as well, which the renderer is now unfortunately making everything in here. So we're going to also have to have mobs as well. So I'm going to create a new class called mob, and mob is our mobile object. Just the name's ripped off from that game I can't think of now. Why can't I think of it? Minecraft. That's they have mobs. So I'm going to create that just now after taking here. And then we're going to have so this is going to be our position, which is in the framework here. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Just need to tab that out, and we're done here. Just get rid of all of that. And then we pass in. We're going to have an array inside here, and the array inside here is just going to be the list of mobs. That, and then we need to have room. So just a note for a room. The room is going to be whatever the starting room is. So that when we create the mob. But if you're not in the starting room, we don't tick the mob. So we don't update the mob. But as soon as the room gets set to -1, that means it's on the move. So we're gonna change that there. -1 means okay. Then that means that we need to so sprite ID, and then we go yep. And now in game, got our initialization down here, so we got all the values down here. So I'm going to say mobs add, and then we're going to add our lobster. And so our lobster is going to be sprite And then the room ID. Oh, it's going to be the dictionary anyway. So this is. I really should have made a map for this. Okay, so we've got the first room, east of first room, or dragon chamber. I don't think it's the dragon chamber. I think that's the black key. And then that to black key. So our black key dragon chamber is number 2. 2. And then vector position. And then let's make it 3 in, so that's 48, so 3 times 16, and then down enough. And then for our renderer, oh, here. Let's put this in separate lines. Hit it up, make it a little bit more readable. There's our mobs, and then we're going to draw the mobs on top of that. So we're going to say draw mobs. If you know the current room, you know the current. Yeah, it's from description. Right, do for each. So if the room matches it, then we're going to draw it. So we're going to do right. Cell ID. Right, there. That's going to draw. Keep remember this is my editor because I'm not used to Unity. So if we go down here and then down to here, now we've got our lobster. And our lobster isn't doing much. That's okay. Or so we want to always draw the mob if room ID want to tick. So I guess we just want to draw the mobs, and it's only in the update we want to check it. So we always, I mean, what we're saying here is if room ID is equal to the current room, or it's free-forming. Actually, no, that's okay. Yeah, let's leave that. I think that's fine. We want to update the mobs though. So inside our update, so we want to check to see if the player is in the current room, and if it is in the current room as the mob, then we want to basically move the mob towards the player. That's essentially what we want. So I want to say if actually update mob. Do we know the position? Has the room changed? Front room. There we go. Front room. So if it's not the same, then we want to move it to the player. We want to immediately start attacking the player. So we want to say and in the player position, this one here. I wonder if we have one here. There we go. So we want to alert from current position to target position, and then the amount is going to be game time. That in here. Oh, those are vector 2. And then we want to say mob equals lerp. Oops. So we're going to move it towards the player. Not entirely sure about that milliseconds one, so it happened. Breakpoint in there, so the position is not a number. That's good. Okay. All right, let's leave the breakpoint in there and let's see what we got, because I'm not used to Unity these days. Okay. So milliseconds is 16. Okay. So yeah, I should have not done that. I should have done that in lapse game time. We did second 0 minutes total seconds. Okay. We want total seconds instead of that. Total seconds. try that. I mean, we could take the number of milliseconds divided by 1,000. That would get us the value that we need. Oh, there we go. It's got a bit jittery, but it is following. And it shouldn't follow outside there. Back in, it should start following again. Good, okay. Very jittery though. Jittery. Gotta be something to do with the LARP. Yeah, it's like it's kind of vibrating there. Okay, but it is chasing, so that's good. So now we also want to check to see if the player has got a sword, and if they do have a sword, we need to have a hit. So I'm gonna do health here, and let's do public int health, and we'll just default it to 100. So basically, you get 100 hits in there. By the time you hold on, get the sword in place. So let's do that. So back in game one, this is check object collisions. We also want to see if the player has equipped. So check if current item is equipped, and so yes, the current item cape. That's going to be the as that gets set. Oh, it is player current item. Okay, so it's going to be sword or whatever. Made 1 shape equals right dot sword. Right, this is going off the side here. Okay, so if it's a sword and it's equipped, we want to check to see if it's touching. So we want to say if player position. So dot rectangle. Box that. So we get the sword box there, and then we also get our mob box. Angle, and we can say if sword box dot intersect mob box mob health minus. Now what we can do is, instead of having that, we can have a for each in the length, or well, not length there. So int length mob count, and then change this to okay. And then we can say if health is less than 0. We can mark the mob as being dead, I guess, but we'll just remove it for just now. The actual adventure one, it stays around. It's kind of like a roguelike. It stays around, but let's add a comment here. Mark the mob. Actually, let's just mark the mob dead, and then we can deal with that later. Okay. So we're going to say that now if the mob is not dead, that's what this line is doing now. So if the mob is not dead, and it's in the current room or it's a free roaming one, then we can do this. Then we check to see if that, and then if it is, then we mark mob as being dead. Then in our renderer, we can do mobs. And then our color equals in. So now we know the player has killed the mob or not. So now we need to go and find the sword. Out. Oh shit. We don't really need that now. My idea is going to be, but at least we know 2 ways that we can iterate through an array now. So if it's less than that, we're going to increase that there. Here, so now we need to go and get our sword. The key. Yeah, go down here. Oh no. Why wouldn't you die? Let's see why that's not dying. Let's see if it does hit in. No, it does not. This is what's that? Okay, So that's inside here. So it's equipped, and the shape is 106, 106. So sword box is that. Mob box is that. And it does not index. Why is it connecting? Is that? Okay, so it's adding that. So it's the position is going to be. So drop the current item is. So where do I draw? Where do I draw the current item? It's got to get drawn somewhere. Render it says current item that, and we want to add it to player position. Well, that's no good. Okay. Well, yeah. Great. So our position, we really should update that position rather than do that. So if we go inside game, do our update. Update. Their position equals that, and then we can say if player equal to null, okay, and then inside, so this is setting it inside the update because we shouldn't be doing it inside the render because that's bad. The render should just blindly display the item. So there should be no difference to this code. The only difference is that where we set those values. So that there. But what it does mean though is when we update the position, the position of the position of the sword or the held item is now known and it is now correct. So inside our game, we do update mobs. We know that the player current item position object is now correct. It's now the offset value. That should hit there. Go. Now it's working. Let's build it. There we go. So now it's dead. Doesn't exist. So that's sort of consistent with the game. They must have like a counter or something. Many frames, and this is because Unity because the XNA framework is clocked at, I think it's 30 frames a second. Comment below if you know for sure what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 frames a second. That means it's 30 times a second, so it's going to take about 3 seconds. Roughly. Yeah, there you go. About 3 seconds to at 30 frames a second. So that's good. Now we've killed that, we don't need to work with SG drive. Yeah, I was gonna do something there, but the video's going on a bit too long. I'm gonna stop the video there. Thank you very much for watching. If you got this far, don't forget to hit the old subscribe and notification bell. You get time reminders when I put a new video up. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Do you have any suggestions for any retro remakes you want me to see me make? But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.